Good morning. It is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. And if you know anything about April 2nd, you know that it's my birthday. So it's probably the best day of the year. Okay. So what we're going to do today for math is we're just going to sing happy birthday 31 times. It's not a big deal. All right. You can just start now if you want. All right. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So here we go. We are doing lesson 12.2 today in our math workbooks. All right, it's just going to be on circles and triangles. I'm sure those are two shapes you already know all about. We're just going to review them a little bit, learn a little bit more about them. And so if you want to go ahead and open up to page 470 in your workbook, you can do that and get it ready. But before that, we're going to watch the visual learning video that we always do. And I'm going to go to up at the top here. All right. So visual learning video, we're going to watch it together. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and then we are going to go and do our workbook as well. Here we go.
How do you show circles and triangles?
What shape is traced here? A circle is traced. What does a circle look like?
All right, so we're going to talk about different traits today of circles and the other shape that they're going to talk about here in a little bit, all right? So if you know any traits, a trait is like something to describe this circle. So if I was to give you some traits about me, I'm the birthday boy, okay? I'm 31, I have blonde hair, I have blue eyes. That's some things that describe Mr. Nielsen, okay? So if you were to describe and use words to describe this circle, the traits you could use, what would you say to describe a circle? What does it look like? Okay. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your sister. Give them some things that you see with this circle, what you know about circles. Let's see if you got it right.
It is round and does not have straight sides or corners. Look at this picture. What is the arrow pointing to?
All right, so this arrow is pointing to something in this picture. All right, you probably know what this is, and you probably know what shape it is, but let's find out.
The arrow is pointing to a flying disc. What shape is the flying disc?
All right, so flying disc is just another name for a frisbee. In case you said frisbee, you are right as well. Okay, so here we go. What shape is the flying disc? I'm pretty sure you all know. Yelled on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Nice and loud.
The flying disc is the shape of a circle. How do you know it is a circle?
So I want you to use some of those words you used to define what a circle is, some of those traits that you heard earlier that define what a circle is, all right? They told you a couple different things that help you know that it's a circle. Why don't you tell somebody near you, yell it at me, all right? Say it nice and loud. Tell me everything you know about why it's a circle.
It is round and does not have straight sides or corners. What shape is traced here?
All right, so here we have another shape. All right, we just talked about circles. You learned about different traits that the circle has. Now we're talking about something else. I hope you all know what this shape is. Okay, go ahead and whisper yell it so we all know that you got it right.
A triangle was traced. What does a triangle look like?
So again, you are going to use words that tell me the different traits. Now, we said circle is round. We said a circle has no straight sides, right? It doesn't have any straight sides or anything. It's round. Okay, so what can we say about a triangle? What can we use? What words can we use to describe this triangle here in the picture? All right, go ahead, tell your dog this one. Tell your cat this one. If you don't have a pet, tell me this one. I'm listening. Okay, all the traits about it. I'll give you a second, and here we go.
It has 3 sides and 3 corners. Another word for corners is vertices. A triangle has 3 vertices.
Okay, so it has 3 sides. It has 3 corners. We also call corners vertices. All right, so if you didn't know that, you're learning something new about triangles. There are 3 sides, 3 corners, or 3 vertices. All right, if you said that, great job.
Look at this picture. What is the arrow pointing to?
All right, so in this picture, the arrow is pointing to something specific on this boat. The boat or this picture has a name for what this is. All right, now we know what shape it is, but what is it actually pointing at? What is it called? It starts with an S. In case you have not been on a boat before and you don't know what that is. All right, it starts with an S. Yell it out if you know it.
The arrow is pointing to a white sail on a sailboat. What shape is the sail?
And we all know what shape it is.
The sail is the shape of a triangle. How do you know it is a triangle?
All right, who can tell me? Who can tell me? I hope you're telling me right now. Why is that a triangle? How do you know? Like, yeah, I know it's a triangle because Mr. Nielsen, I know it's a triangle. Well, that doesn't tell me. Tell me how many sides it has. Tell me how many vertices it has. That's how you know it's a triangle. Okay, if you just say I know because I know shapes. All right, that's not the answer I'm looking for. I want to know how many sides it has. Tell me something about it. Give me some traits about it to describe what that shape is.
It has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Now you can identify circles and triangles.
All right, so I am going to open up an interactive student edition here. So this is going to let me use some tools and whoops, I don't know why this just went to that. So let me just exit out here and go back in and we'll get this fixed in no time. Okay, so I'm just going to go through Pearson Realize, which is what you're going to do every day when you go to this anyway. All right, and we're going to have this video. And again, if you ever want to access it this way, you can go through Pearson Realize and pull up the book on your own if you don't have the book sitting in front of you. All right, this is exactly how you go through and do it. So I go to Browse. All right, on your end, you have a My Work category and a Browse. So if you don't have the book, this is the one you would hit. And we go to topic 12 because that's what we are in right now. And I'm doing lesson 12.2 today. All right, so again, this should have just popped up easily, but sometimes we have to go through on our own. Okay, so that's how I get to it. I click all those different links to get to this exact page. It's going to look just like the book. And I said we were starting on page 470. All right, and the reason I wanted to bring up this edition is because I can draw in this. All right, so I can use my tools over here and draw to show you exactly what you're seeing in your book. So we just did this visual learning bridge, the video, right? And now we're talking about in the guided practice. You have this on page 470 right in front of you, okay? 470, number 1. They did it for you. All right, it says you're supposed to color in the circle in each row and then mark an X on each triangle for number 1 and 2. You can go ahead, color in the circle on this page, all right, and write an X on the triangle for number 2. Okay, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to do it as well. I hope you colored in this one, and I hope you put an X on this one. Now, I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly. I'm trying to do it on the computer here. All right, I hope yours looks a little bit neater than Mr. Nielsen's in your book, okay? And don't make fun of me. All right, I'm trying my best. That's all we can do. All right, so you did number 2 there. Let's go to number 3. All right, so you're turning to page 471 in your book. All right, it's going to have some problems on it as well. So these problems are going to be number 3, 4, and 5, okay? So 3, 4, and 5 here. You are just going to, for number 3, color the circle and mark an X on the triangle. So for number 3, color the circle, mark an X on the triangle. All right, just like last time, color the circle, mark an X on the triangle. All right, so I hope you colored in the circle here, and I hope you put an X over this triangle just like I did, okay? For number 4, have students mark an X on the shape that has 3 sides. So for number 4 right here, mark an X on the shape that has 3 sides. Well, let's see. Let me count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this shape. Nope, that's not it. This is a circle. It has no sides. That's not it. This is a rectangle. Rectangles don't have 3 sides. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I found it. The triangle. I hope you marked an X on the triangle right there. Okay, so for number 5, you are going to mark an X on a lot of different stuff on this one. So you are marking an X on the objects that have a triangle, all right, that look like a triangle, and then you're going to draw a box around the objects that look like a circle. Okay, you can do that now. X the triangles, draw a box around the objects that look like a circle. I'll give you a minute here, and then I'm going to show mine, and we'll see if you got it right. All right, so here we go. If I was doing the X first for triangles, I'm Xing out these two right here. These are both triangles. Then I want to draw a box. Now, my box is not going to be good, so I'm just going to try to quickly do it. That's a circle right there. That's a nickel. Okay, here's another circle right here. Looks like a tire. This is another circle right here. And our do not enter sign is a circle as well. Those 4 are circles. These 2 right here are triangles. Okay, so I hope you got that one right. If you did, give yourself a little pat on the back. All right, we're going to flip to the next page here, 472. All right, and there's 5 problems here. I'm going to let you do these 6, 7, 8, and 9 on your own, but listen to the directions closely. All right, you are going to color in the circles and put an X over the triangles for all 6, 7, 8, and 9, all 4 of those problems. Color in the circle, draw an X on the triangles, go. I'm going to give you a minute here to do those 4 problems. And they try to trick you. Some of them have more than 1 in each row, so be careful. I'm going to start at the top and just kind of work my way through. You can keep going, and then we'll check to make sure yours match mine here at the end. So I'm coloring in the circles. You should have went through, colored in the circles, color in the circle here. Number 9 has 2 circles. And then they wanted me to put an X over the triangles. So you should have, for number 6, put an X over the yellow triangle and the purple triangle. They try to trick you with 2. Number 7, this triangle at the beginning and this red triangle at the end. So there's 2 triangles again in this one. Number 8. All right, I hope you know you have the green triangle and the red triangle. And for number 9, there's only 1 yellow triangle. Okay, and again, if you need to pause, if I'm going too fast, you can pause it. All right, going forward here, you can pause your video, let your student catch up a little bit. And if you do want to pause, it's just the 2 little lines at the bottom of your page. My video looks a little different than yours. Okay, so if you want more time to work through these, that's how you do it. Just pause the video and then play it again once your student is caught up, right? Number 10, have students draw a picture of an object that is shaped like a triangle. So for number 10, draw a triangle. Big or small, it doesn't matter to me. Draw a triangle in there. All right, I'm going to draw a picture of a triangle too. And I hope all of you sitting at home looked at it and said, Mr. Nielsen, you're so silly. That's not a triangle. That's a circle, kind of. All right, I can't really draw that well with these with the tools here, but we know that's not a triangle, all right? I was trying to make sure you were paying attention. Here's my triangle. Hopefully it comes out looking good. All right, there's my triangle. Yours can look like a different style triangle. We have different triangles up here. All right, big triangles, sideways triangles, small triangles. All these different shapes are still triangles here. It doesn't matter how big or small, which way they face. If it has 3 sides and 3 vertices, that is a triangle. Okay, so if you got that one right, parents, I'm trying to do these videos where I walk the kids through so you really don't have to sit there with them and read, all right? The only thing they have left for math today is to go back into their Pearson Realize here. Let me keep this going, all right? And when they go in, again, they go to My Work, all right? Under mine looks a little different, all right? Under My Work, you're going to see the 12-2 quick check and the 12-2 interactive practice buddy. Again, they're doing these on their own. It reads it to them. I don't want, if you need to help them with the walking them through it, that's fine. Let them answer on their own. Let them submit it. It's their participation grade for their day. And these quick checks are going to be used, obviously, just to make sure I know the kids are getting it, because I can't sit there with them and make sure they're getting it at home. So let them do that on their own, and we will be very successful going forward with this. So again, hopefully this video helped. This is how they will be the rest of the way. And let me know if you liked it, if there's anything I can add to it to help make it easier for you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.